What's up, Digidestins? Did you hear the bell? That means it's another beautiful day in the Market Watch category. So guys, it is Wednesday, so that means we are going over a little bit of pre-release stamps and stuff like that, and some promos, but nothing too crazy actually is happening in the promo category just yet. We gotta wait for that reprint set to probably see a lot of movements in it, because we don't know what arts they're going to be printing, if they're going to be alternate arts, main arts, but already looking like one of them, it looked like they're going with the regular art for the memory markers, so don't go too crazy. The alternate arts are going to be more valued, the regular art will not, so they're going to overprint the regular art, I'm betting. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so guys, first card we're going to talk about is none other than Metal Greymon Alterius Mode Digimon promotional cards. So this card is actually seeing some major climb up actually, which is not surprising actually. The reason for this is everybody's hyped about the Metal Greymon, Black War Greymon X deck, which is funny because you only play really one, maybe two of this, but probably people are trying to do is tech a little bit more of these at two, probably max, to be able to produce another protection just in case your opponent gets rid of the first one. Then you have a chain reaction that keeps you going without having to give out your X antibody, depending on circumstances and stuff like that, making it harder to remove your Digimon, which is the big thing right there, is making it too hard. If you can make it too hard for your opponent to remove it, you're in a good zone for that. So let's see what it's looking like. TCG player for its non-foil is $25.99 going up. All the arts are going up. Card market though is at $14 going down for a non-foil, while TCG player's foil is $34.11 climbing up as well. Kind of just expected here. You know, with so much Greymon support coming down the line, why wouldn't this thing be expensive? Card market though is at $14. Okay. Next card we're going to talk about is none other than Cool Boy X Record BT09. TCG player is $5.50 going down, while card market's at $5 going down for its non-foil. There are assumptions around there, even with one of my own videos, people are mentioning hit Cool Boy, hit Cool Boy, hit Cool Boy. It doesn't really affect Metal Garurumon in the slightest sometimes. If you really think Cool Boy's the answer to stop Metal Garurumon, that's not going to kill that deck. But this will slow down any of the X antibody decks out there, which personally I do agree. Once you get like 2 to 3 Cool Boys out, you're not in the advantage stage anymore. Your opponent's just at an extreme advantage once more than one Cool Boy's on the board. So maybe Cool Boy gets restricted to 1. This does slow down the OTK decks a little bit, and by a little bit I mean like they're not going to have their consistency factor of being able to just grab a couple extra cards a turn, gain an extra memory. Even just digivolving for for 0 cost is really huge in certain plays. So I definitely could see Cool Boy coming down to 1 very easily. On TCG player for its pre-release stamp though, you're looking at $25.50, holding strong at that price. It's not going up or down, and if it does get hit, expect this card to go down to maybe $14 very easily, because it's just going to be a fancy one-of. Card market, though, is at $9 climbing up. Kind of expected here. Next card we're going to talk about is Lonke Adescato. Cross Encounters BT10. This card is very much seen in Set Kana right now, and even in Yellow Hybrid in some lists. So expect this card to fluctuate and especially be high priced, and that's because TCG player for its pre-release stamp is $21 going up, while card market's at $4.99 climbing up as well. So I can see where this is going from. TCG player though is at 9 cents climbing up for its regular art, while card market's at 2 cents going down. Especially since it's not a very high rarity card, you can expect this card to come down very easily. Nothing to be out of ordinary there. Gorimon, though, from Gurimon, not Gory, from New Awakening BT08. So pre-release stamp is at $29.99 going up. This card, though, I'm going to be quite honest with you. I could see a reprint of with an alternate art. Why am I saying this? This is because, especially with Ghost Game around the corner, getting support in that reprint set, I definitely could see this card being snuck in as a way of supporting that deck that they want to build. So, do we wait for it because I know the pre-release stamp is a foiling? That could, if there is a reprint of it, make the alternate art come down just a tad bit. It'll hold in value. I can't see it holding this 30 forever, but definitely can see it come down very easily. While Card Market is at $7 going down for its alternate art. There we go. TCG Player, though, it's $1.39 for its regular art. So if you guys, I've said this before, expect this thing to climb up, and then you just flip it for when it feels at the right opportune time. Especially if it doesn't get a reprint in the reprint set, this card and the Digimon deck is ridiculous out of there. Boom, expect this card to go up in style. So something to keep on your radar and keep a watch on, especially with reprint set. Card Market, though, is $1.90 going down. Comes with the territory. Next card we're going to talk about is Alphamon, the Golden Double Diamond. Holy cow, is this thing just not holding any value? Well, major reasons for this is that this Alphamon is, BT06's Alphamon the Secret. And to be honest with you, no list actually plays this card at all at the moment. And depending on, maybe BT13 changes that and this becomes the Alphamon you want to use. But we already know there's going to be another Alphamon in that set, which means we'll probably get a Duro Greymon in that set that'll help fix the deck's issue at the end of the day. So hopefully that does do some changes up and shakes up the market. But until then, we'll have to wait and see. TCG Player, though, is $500.75 going down, while Card Market's at $529 going down. So, that's really interesting to see. TCG Player, though, is looking at $575 going down, while Card Market's at $529 going down. So, something very interesting to check out there. Nothing too crazy out of the ordinary, but hey, it just comes with the territory, right? Next card we're going to talk about is MyNervamon from Cross Encounters BT10. So, this card is going down and slowly ticking down. TCG Player for its alternate art is at $20.75 going down, while Card Market's at $15 going down as well. So, this kind of expected, but I've said this before, keep this on your radar. The MyNervamon deck is not a bad deck, especially if they hit Metal Greymon in any capacity. That whole Greymon deck, the Black War Greymon deck, in any capacity, you know that this deck starts pulling ahead. That's because if they neuter it like they always do, they're usually kill the deck in some capacity. It's not like it becomes competitively viable anymore. It becomes very much an uphill struggle battle to get the deck going that you have to optimize for it. So stuff like this, when they're like tier 2 hovering, it will push ahead. So it's something to really keep a radar on. TCG Player, though, is $1.38 going down, while Card Market, though, is at 85 cents going down. So something to really think about there is that you might want to keep a couple copies in the back burner, especially since it is pretty cheap here. Next card we're going to talk about is Commanderon BT03 059 Event Pack 1. So this card, you know how it's been. It's been crazy high expensive because it's one of the few alternate art cards. So for Commanderon, so there's not many high rarity cards for you to gather for it. So this one has been holding strong for it. TCG Player is at $32.98 going down. Keep watching and go down. Commanderon isn't going to do really much in this format. And even going forwards, it's going to struggle in the format. Where Garurumon X Antibody really makes that deck put it on the clock. And it's just sometimes very much a struggle for the Commanderon deck to beat that. And then you're going to be walking into a nightmarish time with Black War Greymon because it can pop and redirect attacks. So now you don't have as much enough attacks going in, and it just blows up things. So you have a really powerful board controller coming next format, so I don't think Commandermon's going to really cut it next format very much at all. Next card we're going to talk about is Metal Tyrannomon from Premium Deck Set Lucky Pack. So this card is starting to go up. This is maybe a 1 to 2 of max in your Mugendramon list. Just something to keep on your radar, though. TCG players at $10.97 climbing up, while card markets at $15 going up as well. So, I mean, it comes with the territory. If you guys want to maximize your Mugendramon decks or Machinedramon decks, you need to have this card. It is one of the few cards that are in the category that you need it for your max rarity. Next card we're going to talk about is Samade Santi. So, New Awakenings, BT08. TCG players at $14 going down, while card markets at $4.95 going up. This is definitely for your Bloomlord techs. If you are playing Bloomlord, you want to have your cards right. So Samade Sante is always going to be beneficial in Bloomlord and green in general. It's a one-of lockdown kind of card, so it's very useful. Next card we're going to talk about is Demi-Meramon from BT03, the Winner's Pack New Awakening Special Release Booster. TCG player is at $22 going up, and it's going up pretty quickly. There's not much left on the stocks on that. And then card market's at $8.50 holding strong and going up that way. So I think all in all, Demi-Meramon's a great card. It is purple's go-to default egg 98% of the time. There are very few lists that play it outside of it. So kind of expect this. This one's a little harder to get than the pre-release stamp. I mean, not the pre-release stamp. The Digifest stamp. So I kind of get it. This is why it's holding its value. Next card we're going to talk about is Devimon from Judge Pack 1 Starter Deck 06 Venomous Violet. So if you like the starter deck art and you like foily starter deck cards, this might be a smart pickup because Judge Pack version 1, we really rarely talk about Judge Packs on this channel. Well, TCG players at $5 going down and card markers at $7 going up. Might be a smart move to pick up yourself some Devimons. If you are a purple player, if you want those Judge stamps, really useful. If not, you'll just go for your Devimon that was from the online event last year. So, something to keep thinking about there. Next card we're going to talk about is Leopardmon. This one is the special release booster. So, why am I talking about this card? Well, I started noticing on TCG Play for its alternate art, it is going up $5 already. And card market's at $5 as well. So, kind of expecting this to go up, especially with the hype behind the Royal Knights getting support that they need. And Leopardmon has 2 forms and stuff like that. So this is probably going to benefit from itself, and especially since it has an X antibody form as well. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing goes a little too crazy. Also, on TCG Player for its regular art, it's at $1.47 going down, while card market's $1 going up. Kind of rare to see that kind of flip-flop, but hey, it happens occasionally. Next card we're going to talk about is Dennismon from Double Diamond, BT06. This card is also seeing some spikes in its alternate art and in its regular printing. So TCG Player is $5.50 going up, while card market's at $4 going up as well. TCG Player is at 40 cents, while card market's at 5 cents going down. These are all value cards because Dynasmon is going to probably have something in BT13 that'll either make its own deck or it'll still just have a home with, Lord Nightmon. We'll have to see what happens. One's going to bridge the other. And we know that Dynasmon has an X antibody form, and they said they're going to give everybody some support in the Royal Knight category. So I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's going to be very interesting, especially since it does have sabers splashed in. So we'll have to see what happens, guys. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed the Market Watch. Hopefully you guys did, and it was very informative and insightful. I guys want to make sure you guys get on the radars and start picking up cards that you might think are necessary for future decks and to know when cards are going down. So guys, hopefully you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!